Welcome back to ACE exams. This is Mathal Abdali, and today I'll be explaining two of the hormonal coordination in humans. One of them is the control of blood glucose and diabetes. Okay, so let's start. This is a nice simple diagram that explains the whole of the process. And yeah, so the control of blood glucose it all starts when a person eats, and if the person eats, then the level of the glucose in the blood will increase. This causes the pancreas to produce insulin. The job of the insulin is to convert glucose into glycogen. The glycogen is then stored in the liver. And if this process happens again and again, then the level of glucose in the body decreases. This causes the glucagon to be produced from the pancreas, and if glucagon is produced from the pancreas, then the job of the glucagon is to convert glycogen into glucose, and then the glucose is then stored in the bloodstream, and the cycle continues. So this is a summary of the whole process. So a person eats, the level of glucose rises, the pancreas produces insulin, the insulin converts glucose into glycogen, the glycogen is then stored in the liver. This results in decline of glucose, causing hunger. The pancreas produces glucagon, then glucagon converts glycogen to glucose. Glucose is then stored in the bloodstream, and the cycle continues again. It's a very simple process. Okay, so diabetes. Diabetes is simple as well. There are two types of diabetes. There's type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is when there is no insulin in the body. So there's no insulin in the body, so there's no insulin produced from the pancreas. This means that there is no insulin that converts glucose to glycogen, as we learned before in the control of blood glucose. And it can only be treated by taking insulin injection. That is type 1 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is when the receptors on the cells does not work. Therefore, the cell does not respond to the insulin and does not absorb the glucose. This means that type 2 diabetes cannot be treated. It can only be treated by exercise or changing your lifestyle. And over here is the summary of the whole process. Type 1 diabetes, no insulin produced from the pancreas, so insulin does not convert glucose to glycogen. It can only be treated by taking an insulin injection. Type 2 diabetes, receptors on the cell does not work, therefore the cell does not respond to the insulin, the cell does not absorb glucose. No, there are no drugs that treat type 2 diabetes. However, through exercise and change in lifestyle, type 2 diabetes may be treated. Yeah, and that is a summary of diabetes. Thank you very much for listening. If you like the video, do not forget to subscribe, stay safe, and see you in the next video. Bye.